Welcome to Clemson, South Carolina, and the night sky providing a foreboding backdrop for any visitor because the Tigers are ready to open another season here at home. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. The Pandas will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Power football with the run. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to pass it on second down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Pandas will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective team.
Coming out aggressively. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. They're bringing heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's on target and complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. Touchdown, Tigers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. Got room at the 35. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Sheffield. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. Touchdown, Pandas. What a catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air, it's Bolden. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Throws to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Sheffield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out, but when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught near the sticks, it's Vaughn. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And the returner will be brought down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll give it to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Pandas line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Back to throw. It's Bolden. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Takes it to the house.
know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the single back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He'll do it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, wants to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Quarterback on the keeper. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And the Pandas are stopped, but not before getting the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Coming after it. Caught over the middle. It's Peterson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's got him in the flat. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Bolden. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Finds his man and they convert. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Clemson jumps to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's caught! Touchdown, Clemson!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. averaged 72 yards, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At the 19, brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Pandas will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pandas!
Touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Dropping back, it's Bolden. He'll take another shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got to touch them. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the big mistake.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Snap it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. And they're able to make the tackle. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Slips through the line. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Dropping back, it's Bolden. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Pandas decide to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's Bolden. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Vaughn. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 12, Celtic kick it away.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Pandas will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
trying to burn this defensive back. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Wicks. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Picks up 7. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Wicks. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To throw, it's Wicks. Avoids pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I'm just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
The extra point.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Lets it fly. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Direct snap. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's Wicks. Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hobbs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense working from the pistol. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
He tries to take the top off and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get to it. Gets away. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Clemson.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.